Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Terrapins about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Goes to the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They go to the ground. The Terrapins get enough for the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Uncorks it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To throw, it's Washington. It's complete. There he goes. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Terrapins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's some pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. On the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that was way too easy for this offense. Defense is about leverage. It's about caging things and keeping it inside, not letting it get to the perimeter. They let that ball get outside with a guy that has speed. Next thing you know, first down.
It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. He's got his man. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's first down from the 11. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Terrapins! Great job by the back on the option.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Oh.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Maryland!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Owls headed quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Yeah.
Got it in the middle, it's Messer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know what pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Look out, he's got room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. The short hands, it's Webb. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The give to the fullback. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but but when you see him, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no cue button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
So y'all just don't want to, like, have a good
and the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Pressure coming. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Ray. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
I was thinking about you just now when I was doing it, too.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And so far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Messer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep.
I think so, yeah.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open at the 30.
Get off of me.
He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just the touchdown. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
31 for Atlanta, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. With the catch, it's Messer.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the give off the left side. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah,
and what a good job by the defense. The objective number 1 in the passing game. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get hits. Because those hits, Palmer, they add up, don't they?
They do. And for this quarterback, he's going to have to do a really good job moving forward.
He's loose. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
He may be a little tired.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The option look. on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He's going to take off, and he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football the whole.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Let's come up a little. That's probably an RPO.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Henry. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Sands.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for space, it's Ray. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Henry. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. On the option. Now the pitch. Steamrolls his way ahead. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Nowhere to go in the ball.
No.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They'll run the screen.
You bastard.
Spins away from the defense. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It's taking so long to freaking get these damn depth chart change. I wish you could just hit a button and just be like bench to the offense felt good, go.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own wall. To running room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Fullback's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we...
Turning on the Jets. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Catches it at the 15. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got it behind the line. It's Henry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
You don't get that too often.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Some people's too busy.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught behind the line. It's Young. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Look at these stats. Actually, my starting quarterback, 9 for 12, and 54 one time. Not bad. Rushing. We ran a lot. My fullback, 10 for 40, 1 tug. Running back now for 71, 1 tug. 7 for 94, 2 tugs. 4 for 25. Quarterback 4 for 20. Not bad.